Rule of law. Foaled, the 6th of March 2001, is a retired World Champion Thoroughbred racehorse and active sire who was bred in the United States but trained in Britain. In a career which lasted from June 2003 until September 2004, he ran 9 times and won 4 races. He recorded his most important victory when winning the Classic Street Ledger Stakes on his final racecourse appearance. He had previously finished second in the 2004 Epsom Derby. Background. Rule of law. Described by Timeform as a leggy, attractive bay horse, was bred in the United States by Robert Sangster. He is one of many notable thoroughbred racehorses sired by King Mambo, a son of Mr. Prospector. His dam, Crystal Crossing, as a descendant of the successful racehorse and broodmare Violetta, was closely related to the Derby winner Tinazo. Before the start of his racing career, Rule of Law was acquired by Sheikh Mohammed, who sent him into training with David Loader at Newmarket, Suffolk, for the 2004 season. The colt was transferred to the Godolphin Racing Organisation and was trained by Saeed bin Suroor. Racing career. 2003. 2-year-old season. Rule of Law ran 4 times as a 2-year-old. Ridden on each occasion by Jamie Spencer. He made his debut in a 7-furlong maiden race at Sandown Park Racecourse in June, in which he finished third to Grand Rich King. A month later, Rule of Law appeared in a similar event at York Racecourse and led from the start, before drawing clear in the closing stages and winning by 7 lengths. Rule of Law returned to York in August and was moved up in class to contest the listed Epsom Stakes, starting the 15/8 favourite. He led from the early stages and held the late challenge of the Aidan O'Brien-trained Celtic Cat to win by a neck. On his final start of the season, Rule of Law was again promoted in class for the Group 2 Royal Lodge Stakes at Ascot in September. Spencer again attempted to make all the running, but Rule of Law was caught in the final full rung and finished third, beaten a short head and 3/4 of a length by Snow Ridge and Moscow Ballet. 2004. 3-year-old season. Rule of Law began his 3-year-old season in the Group 2 Dante Stakes at York, an important trial race for the Epsom Derby. Starting at odds of 8/1 and ridden by Frankie Dettori, he kept on well in the closing stages to finish second to Northlight, beaten half a length, with Let the Lion Roar 2.5 lengths back in third. In the Epsom Derby on the 5th of June, Rule of Law started a 20/1 outsider, and was ridden by Karen McAvoy as Dettori had opted to ride Godolphin's other runner, Snow Ridge. McAvoy restrained Rule of Law at the back of the field before moving him to the outside to make his challenge in the straight. The finish proved to be a repeat of the Dante, with Northlight winning by a length and a half from Rule of Law and Let the Lion Roar. In the Irish Derby at the Curragh 3 weeks later, Rule of Law took the lead in the straight but was outpaced in the closing stages and finished 4th behind Grey Swallow, Northlight and Tycoon. In August, Rule of Law was sent to York for the Great Voltigeur Stakes, a major trial race for the St. Leger. Ridden by Dettori, he dominated the race from the start and quickened clear in the straight to win by 2.5 lengths from Let the Lion Roar. In the St. Leger at Doncaster on the 11th of September, Rule of Law started 3/1 joint favourite alongside the Michael Stouter-trained filly Quiff, the winner of the Yorkshire Oaks. He was the Godolphin team's sole representative and had been strongly fancied after working impressively in training. McAvoy sent Rule of Law into the lead from the start and set a moderate pace before sending him into a clear lead in the straight. In the closing stages he was strongly challenged by Quiff, but ran on gamely to win by a head in what the BBC described as a thrilling finish. Rule of Law was sent to Dubai for the winter of 2004, where he sustained a foot injury. He stayed in training for a further 2 seasons, but never ran again, owing to his inability to recover fully from his injury problems. Assessment and honors. Rule of Law was rated the best racehorse in the world over extended distances in 2004 when he was given a rating of 120 in the World Thoroughbred Racehorse Rankings. Stud career. Rule of Law was retired to stand at his owner's Dali stud. He has been based in Japan before moving in 2011 to the Kedora House stud in County Tipperary, Ireland. To date, he has had little success as a sire of winners. Pedigree. Rule of Law is inbred 4x4 to Northern Dancer, meaning that this stallion appears twice in the 4th generation of his pedigree. References.